What is up, guys? Emmanuel Jones here, back in with another NFL record prediction. And we'll be doing our NFL record prediction for the Detroit Lions in 2022. Giving my game analysis, giving my thoughts to see how many games I think the Lions will win and how many games I think the Lions will lose. So before I give you my record prediction for the Detroit Lions in 2022, don't forget to put the thumbs up to like the video, subscribe to my channel for more options, and don't forget to comment down your opinion below to see what you think your prediction for the Lions is. Do you think they're going to make the playoffs? Do you think they're going to take a step forward, or do you think they're just going to at least be bad again? Just let me know in the comment section below what you think. All right, guys, let's get started. So week 1, they have to play at home versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I believe this is a game from last year where I think the Lions did, which I believe this game was in Detroit, I think. So, yeah, I think the Lions lost that game. But you know what? I think this is a game that can definitely go either way, though, because I think the Lions are going to be a sneaky team this year. I mean, they could be a sneaky team this year. I mean, yeah. But you know what? The Eagles are going to be a sneaky team this year, so yeah. But I think this game can definitely be a little bit closer. I mean, Detroit can definitely pull off an upset, but I'm taking the Eagles here because I just think the Eagles are just a more complete team. They have the better quarterback, better coach. I mean, yeah, I just don't think the Lions defense is going to have an answer for A.J. Brown's. I just think A.J. Brown's going to have a big game. So, yeah. But I think this game right here is going to be a little bit closer than we expected to. So, yeah. And I think their defense can do the same thing because they proved to me that they can slow down the run game and get pressure and make Jared Goff look bad. I mean, yeah. So I think the Eagles can find a way to win this game, but I say they can win by a few points. Maybe I say they win by 6. Next game they have to play versus the Washington Commanders. Obviously, this is another game that can definitely go either way as well, because I think the Lions are really good against NFC teams. NFC East teams. They're really good about beating against them. But you know what? I think the Commanders, they're going to be a sneaky team this year. I mean, they have a great defensive line and they have an explosive offense. And Carson Wentz is kind of a streaky. Yeah, but you know what? I think this game can definitely be a little bit closer. We could definitely see Detroit win this game and pull off an upset. But I'm going to go with the Commanders here because I just think the Washington Commanders are just a more experienced team. They have the better coach. I just think they have a better quarterback as well. So, yeah, and I just don't think you're going to have an answer for Terry McLaurin. So I think Terry McLaurin can have a big game. Antonio Gibson can too. And I just kind of think their defensive line is just going to get pressure and stop the running game and probably force a couple turnovers. Yeah. So that's why I think Washington wins this game. Next game, they have to play versus Minnesota Vikings. Obviously, I got them losing to the Vikings because I just think the Vikings are just a more complete team. They have the better quarterback, and they're at home. Yeah. And I just think Kirk Cousins is going to have a field day. You're not going to have an answer for Justin Jefferson or Thielen. They're just going to have a big game. Yeah, that's pretty much why I think the Vikings win. Next game, they have to play versus Seattle Seahawks. Obviously, this is another game that can definitely go either way as well. Because I think both these two teams, they're really not good. But you know what? I think that the Seahawks don't really have a lot of upside. Yeah. But I think this game's probably going to be close, and it could be a low-scoring game. But you know what? I'm going to go. This game was in Seattle. I might go roll towards the Seahawks. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just take the Lions here to get their first win at home because I just think Jared Goff is going to put up a show here. And I think Jameson Williams might have a big game as well. So, yeah, I don't think the Seahawks defense might have an answer for him. So, yeah, and I just don't think they're going to have an answer for your running game as well. I think DeAndre Swift's is gonna run all over that Seahawks defense, which the Seahawks defensive line is not as great. So, yeah. And also, I just think the Lions, they're at home, and I just think they're just more stable at the quarterback position. I mean, the Seahawks don't really have a quarterback. I mean, Drew Lock is just not as good. I mean, yeah. So that's why I just think the Lions find a way to win this game. Next game, they have to play versus the Patrons. Obviously, I got the Patrons winning because I believe the Patrons are just a more complete team. They're at home. They have the better coach. And I think they have the better quarterback. I mean, I just think Mac Jones is a better quarterback than Jared Goff. So, yeah. I mean, all these reasons why, I mean, that's going to lead to a Patrons winning. So now you get the bye week 6. Then after the bye week, you got to play on the road versus the Dallas Cowboys. Obviously, I got the Cowboys winning this game because I just think the Cowboys are just a more complete team. They have the better quarterback, the better coach. They're at home. And I just don't think your defense will have an answer for CeeDee Lamb. So I think CeeDee Lamb, he's probably going to have a big game as well. So, yeah, I think Ezekiel Elliott, I think he's going to have a big game too. So, yeah. But I think this game's probably going to be a little bit closer than we expected. But I think the Cowboys find a way to win this game, maybe by a few points. Next game, they have to play versus Miami Dolphins. Obviously, I feel like this is another game that can definitely go either way, though. But you know what? I think this game right here is going to be very interesting, though. But you know what? I think the Dolphins are going to be a sneaky team this year. So, yeah. But you know what? I think this game will be super close. Now, Detroit can probably pull off an upset. But I'm going to take the Dolphins here because I just think the Dolphins are just a more complete team. And I just think that, they have the better quarterback. Look, I just think Tua is a better quarterback than Jared Goff. So, yeah. So, I just don't think your defense is going to have an answer for Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle. So, I think Tyreek Hill is just going to give the Lions defense a lot of problems. So, yeah. And plus, they have a strong running game and a strong offensive line. So, I think they're going to give Tua time. And I think they're going to have time to run the ball as much as they can. So, yeah. That's pretty much why I think the Dolphins win this game. Next game, they have to play versus the Packers. Obviously, I believe in the Packers video. I think I had you guys splitting with the Packers. But you know what? Since this game's in Detroit, the first game, I'm going to say they win the first game because, sometimes the Packers lose to division rivals a lot. So, yeah. So, that's pretty much why I think the Lions win. Next game, they have to play versus the Bears. Obviously, I'm going to say that you're going to split with the Bears this year. So, I'm going to say you lose the first game because the game's in Chicago. And, I kind of feel like Justin Fields is going to put up a show here. And, obviously, they're at home. And I just think they have the better quarterback. Look, I just think Fields is a better quarterback than Jared Goff. So, yeah, that's pretty much why I think the Bears win this game. And I just don't think you're going to have an answer for Darnell Mooney as well. So, I think Mooney's going to have a big game. But I think it will be closer, but I think the Bears win this game, maybe by a few points. Next game, they have to play versus the Giants. Obviously, this is another game right here that can definitely go either way. But you know what? I think the Giants are probably going to be a sneaky team this year because they got some upside. But you know what? I feel like this game right here is going to be super close. But you know what? If this game was in Detroit, I might roll with the Lions. But since it's in New York, I'm going to go ahead and just take the Giants to win because I just think the Giants, I just think their offense is just more explosive. And then I feel like Brian Daboll is going to put up a good game plan against your defense. So I don't think you're going to have an answer for Saquon Barkley or Kenny Golladay or some of the weapons on offense that the Giants have. So I think they're just going to give the Lions defense problems. So, yeah. And also, the Giants are at home, and I just think they have the better quarterback. Look, I just think that Daniel Jones is a better quarterback than Jared Goff. So, yeah, that's pretty much why I think the Giants win this game. But I think it will be closer than we expected. Next game, they have to play versus the Bills. Obviously, they should – I got the Bills winning this game because the Bills are just a better team. They have the better coach. They have a better quarterback. I believe Josh Allen is a better quarterback than Jared Goff. So, yeah, all these reasons why that's going to lead to a Bills win. Next game, they have to play versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Obviously, this is another game that can definitely go either way as well. But you know what? I think Jacksonville got some upside, and it could be a sneaky team this year. But you know what? I feel like this game right here is going to be very close. But if this game was in Jacksonville, I might roll with the Jaguars. But I'm going to take the Lions here at home because I just think the Lions, I just think the Lions are just more explosive on offense. Because Jacksonville doesn't really have a lot of explosive abilities, though. So I don't think Jacksonville's just going to have an answer for St. Brown or Jameson Williams. Or TJ Hawkinson as well. Or maybe they're not going to have an answer for DeAndre Swift. So I think their offense is probably going to have a big game against the Jags defense. So, yeah. So I think this game right here is going to be super close. But I think the Lions find a way to win this game. But I say they win by a few points. Maybe I say they win by 3 or 4. Next game, they got to play versus the Vikings. Obviously, I'm going to say they split with the Vikings because I think sometimes the Lions play them hard, though. So, yeah, and also the Lions are at home. And, they have the better. They're at home, and I just think Jared Goff's going to put up a show here. I like what they did in the regular season last year where they got the game-winning touchdown. Yeah. So I think the Lions going to control time possession in this game and control the clock in this game. So, yeah, that's why I think the Lions win. Next game, they have to play versus the Jets. Obviously, I believe this is another game that can definitely go either way, though, because I think the Jets are going to be a sneaky team this year. So, yeah, because they got some upside. But you know what? I feel like this is a game where the Lions can definitely win here. But if this game was in Detroit, I might go with the Lions here. But since it's in New York, I'm going to go ahead and just take the Jets because I just think the Jets – I just think Zach Wilson is just going to have a big game here. So, yeah. And plus, the weapons they have on offense with Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, Corey Davis, and CJ Uzomah, I feel like there's going to be too much for your defense to handle. So, yeah, and plus, I just think the Jets have a better defense as well. So, I think they can find a way to stop your running game and force a couple turnovers in this game, yeah. So, I think this game right here is going to be closer than we expected, but I think the Jets find a way to win this game, maybe by a field goal or something. Maybe they win by a game-winning touchdown on the last drive. Next game, they got to play versus the Panthers on Saturday. Now, I believe this game right here is the day before Christmas. But you know what? This can definitely go either way as well. We can definitely see the Lions win. Now, I believe this game can at least lead to who's going to be playing quarterback. Now, I think Matt Corral is going to be playing this game. So, yeah. If this game was in Detroit, I might go with the Lions here, but I think it will be closer than we expected. But since in Carolina, I'm going to go with the Panthers here because I think Matt Corral, I think Matt Corral will play in this game, and I think he's going to put up a show here. So, yeah, and I just don't think you're going to have an answer for DJ Moore or Robbie Anderson. So, I just think the receivers are just going to have a big day here. And I just think you're not going to have an answer for Christian McCaffrey. So, I think Christian McCaffrey is going to have a good game here, too. So, yeah, I think the Panthers are going to try to control the clock in this game, control time possession. So, yeah, I think they can find a way to just keep Goff on the sidelines and all that. So, yeah. So, that's pretty much why I think the Panthers win this game, but I think it will be closer than we expected. Now, next game, they have to play versus the Bears. Obviously, I believe they're going to split with the Bears this year, so I'm going to give them the win here because the Lions are at home and all that. So, yeah, and I just think their offense has a big game against their defense. So, yeah, that's pretty much why. The next game they have to play versus the Packers. Obviously, I got them split with the Packers here because it's in Lambeau Field, and also the Packers has a better quarterback, the better coach, and they're at home, and they're just a more complete team. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. If the Packers rest their starters in this game, then I might go with the Lions. But if they don't, then I'll take the Packers. So, yeah. All right, guys. As of right now, I have the Lions going 5-12. 3-3 in the division, 4-8 in the conference, 5-4 away, 0-8. No, 5-4 at home, 0-8 away. That's almost pretty good. Because I think the Lions are gonna split. I feel like the Lions are gonna split with everybody in the division because I just feel like that they kind of own people in the division. Sometimes they beat division rivals, but when you look towards the schedule, it's kind of difficult as you think because you see they have to play the Eagles, the Commanders, they play the Vikings twice, the Seahawks, the Dolphins, the Cowboys, the Bears twice, the Giants, the Jaguars, the Jets, the Packers twice. I mean, the Panthers. I mean, this schedule is probably difficult. I mean, when you look at the schedule, it's kind of as difficult as you think. So, yeah. So, I kind of think the Lions do got some upsides this year. I mean, but I still got questions about the coach. I mean, I thought their coach did a really good job playing with heart. I mean, yeah. Even though the Lions had a crappy roster last year, I mean, every week they've been in the game. But I feel like the Lions are probably going to be pulling off of a little bit of upsets because they've been playing with heart and they be in the game, coming out with energy and all that. And plus, I think the weaponry of the Lions is probably going to be better. I think their offense will be better. I think their offensive line should be good. I think their defense is going to be a little better, but it's not going to be great. But I still think they need to improve their secondary a little bit. They need to improve their linebacker position. And also, I think they need to add another pass rush. So, yeah, and also I think the Lions need a quarterback as well because I'm not a fan of Jared Goff as well because I think Jared Goff is a little bad, but he's okay, but he's not really a top 10 guy. So, yeah, like I feel like he kind of carries the team, and I feel like Jared Goff, he's probably going to win you some games because of how hard the Lions fight. So, yeah. But I think the Lions are going to be an interesting team this year, and I kind of feel like they do have a little bit of upside. But you know what? I just don't think they're there yet. Like say, if Matthew Stafford, if he was on the team, I believe this team can definitely be a 9 or 10 win team, or maybe 11 or 12 win team. So yeah, I mean, even if Jared Goff was a quarterback, I think they would be average. So yeah. So I think I still have the Lions in last place in the division. I mean, I have them below the Bears for a second because I think the Bears have a better quarterback. I mean, even if the Lions have a better quarterback, than that, I can definitely put them in third place. I mean, yeah. But that's how I see it. I think 5-12 is what I see. So I think the Lions are just going to be an average team. So yeah. And I feel like they're going to split with everybody in the division as well. So yeah. So let me know what you think in the comment section below what you think about the Lions. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? I mean, let me know what you think. He's Emmanuel Jones from Big Fan. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Peace.